Did you just get your first pellet grill? Well, good news. We have 5 tips for you on how to start this beautiful smoking journey in the best way possible. So I am relatively new to smoking myself, and these are the 5 things that I wanted to share with everyone who is really new to smoking that really helped me out in my journey, and hopefully it can help you out. The first tip that I have for you guys is to know that there's not one right way to smoke meat. Now there's going to be people online, there's going to be people telling you there's only one right way, you have to do it this way. For example, I have only cooked 3-2-1 ribs in my life, and I am going to try a brand new style of ribs that I got from Jerby Barbecue that I wanted to try out. The 3-2-1 ribs that I made, they were delicious. My family loves them. They ask me to make them all the time. There is not one right way to do it. Tip number 2 is to know your grill. First thing you want to do before you cook anything in there is to do a burn-in. So you put it up high at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes, and then that gets all the excess oils that have been there from the factory and everything, and gets your grill ready to go and ready to cook delicious ribs if that's your first cook. So regardless of your grill, you're going to start it up, and then there's going to be a lot of smoke that comes out at the beginning. That's normal. It's all the pellets starting to burn before it gets to that good clean smoke that you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have the lid open when we are starting our grill and letting all of that smoke start, because it is combustible. And if you are able to let it escape through that open door, you won't even have the chance of having that happen. If you have a camp chef, one thing that we really pride ourselves on is our ash cleanout feature. And so what you can do is you can come underneath, you can pull up on the latch, pull out the slider and release the cup. And then that way you don't have to sit there and spend hours vacuuming your grill. And then one of the most important things to remember is that if you're starting your grill for the first time, or you ran out of pellets, that doing a feed mode, a feed cycle, is really important. What that does is that just fills the auger back up with pellets so that you can start putting it back into your burn pot. Meat matters. The type of meat that you get makes a big difference. A smoke can help a lot, as smoking makes cheap cuts taste really good. But if you're going for like the brisket, the ribs, getting a really high quality meat, like this one, we have a certified Piedmontese rack of St. Louis ribs here. It's going to be great. That's going to make your food elevated just that next level. So make sure you're getting really good meat. Make sure you keep the lid closed. I can't tell you how often I kept opening the lid, one, to check on it, just to see if it was burnt or not. If you have it at the correct temperature, you don't need to worry about it. Just keep the lid closed. It keeps all the smoke in there, keeps all the flavor that's being imbued on it. And as they say, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Well, do you see that? They're literally just falling apart. They're so tender. This is going to lead me to my final tip. Do not use time to tell when your meat is done. You are going to know based on texture and temperature. So this one I knew by the texture. I could tell when I was picking these up. Look at that. They're breaking apart under their own weight. They're perfect. And they were on there for 5 hours. They could have been on there for 8 hours. If it would have gotten to the same exact point, we know it would have been good. So those are my 5 tips. So if you want to see me make 3-2-1 ribs, the ones that I kind of am famous for now at my house, check this video out. Boop, right there. You'll be able to learn what I did to make my 3-2-1 ribs, and you can try some for your own. But don't forget, make it your own. It's fun. Barbecue's fun, and it should not be gate kept. So I guess until next time, peace out.